cast my no vote. Because ain't nobody come at me and ask me what the people in my district need. Right. They didn't ask me what would look good for those in South Dallas. They didn't ask me about that. So listen, I got people that I serve that are counting on me to do their work and to be their voice and not work for him. I don't work for him. He can't hire me. He can't fire me. The people that elected me in Texas 30 did. So unless you want to have a conversation with me about the priorities for the people in my district, baby, you're not getting this vote. So right. Listen. He can do whatever he wants to do, but this will be on the Republicans. I need people to tune in and learn how to count and learn who controls what. If you want things to function, maybe put the Democrats back in control. Now, I know people got beef with the Democrats not being as aggressive as we should have been, especially since we got him over here just running ramshot over everything. But at a very minimum, you can always count on there being level-headedness and responsibility when it comes to Democrats, because they care about federal workers. They care about our constituents and making sure that those services are still available, because when the government shuts down, then that impacts our constituents directly. It does.
So, I ain't into, but like I said, I don't work for him. See, no. I work for the people out in South Dallas, okay? You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to get something done, you need to call me. If Trump want me to work with him, he needs to work with me, because I don't work for him, okay? If he wants something done, then he needs to call me into his office, and then I'll listen to him. But until then, Jasmine don't work for nobody. Okay, but the people who elected me, and I'm here to serve them, and that's it. So that's all I'm saying. So if y'all want to get something done, if y'all need to put the Democrats, put us back in control. Because when we back in control, let me tell you, okay, when we back in control, we are going to be in control. Okay, we are going to do what people are supposed to do when they are in control, and that is control things, because this president ain't controlling nothing. Okay, so put us back in so we can get the controlling stuff again, because they don't even know how to control nothing.
I don't even want to hear that. I don't even want to participate. Don't even put that on me. Ancestors, get that energy off of me, please. Wipe it off me. God. I don't even want that energy on me. Don't put that on me. I don't want to be a part of that prayer chain. Hell to the nah.
It has been quite some time since the last time I did a bed bucket hall of shame on Tiny Terry. It has been a very, very long time, and probably for good reason. So Tiny Terry is up here yet again doing what he feels is his best impersonation that he can ever do, and that is of Jasmine Crockett. Again, I don't agree with everything Jasmine Crockett says. Sometimes she's a little over the top. A lot of the time she is. But the fact of the matter is that this buffoon that's in the left of this picture goes out of his way to imitate as what he believes as doing comedy when it comes to especially black women, or anyone he feels is being belligerent that's black, mostly black women. Because, you know, he did it with Jasmine Crockett. He's done it with Michelle Obama. He did it with Maxine Waters. Again, I don't agree with everything that these women have to say. But what I find interesting is that and I said this before, the last time I talked about him doing stuff like this, he never does this with white women who act in the same vein. I've never seen him do this or imitate Marjorie Taylor Greene. I've never seen him imitate Lauren Boebert or any of these other white women that can get out of character, as if they cannot, or as if ghetto is only supposed to be relegated only to black women. And the thing about it is, as long as he has his echo chamber, he's always going to continue to act and do this and have no shame in what he does. Again, this is not black people that's propping him up to do this. Black people are calling him out on it, but he has such a huge white audience that loves this. Like, literally, if you just was to go into the comments of this particular video, you will see endless comment after comment after comment of them praising him and saying, "Oh, Terrence, how funny you are. Oh, Terrence, you are a better black woman than Jasmine Crockett." Believe it or not, I'm not even exaggerating. I've seen comments like that. They are literally telling him he is a better black woman than she is, and he's praising, and he's actually happy about that. This is why a lot of people think that you know. I don't have to spell it out for you, but yeah. And it's not like he's come out and dispelled and said that he wasn't. I'm just saying. But he's not trying to say that, he's not trying to course correct. He says that it's all in, he's a stand-up. No, Terrence, you need to stand down. So let me go ahead and show y'all the caption he made ahead of posting this video. He said, Jasmine Crockett, I'm sorry, but I'm back to roasting you since you keep running your mouth. Mind you, she's not even addressing him. He just doesn't like her. He doesn't like the things that she says, especially when it comes to anything relating to Trump or anything in that capacity. And I'm gonna actually show y'all something because I wasn't gonna input this in the video, but I'm gonna go ahead and insert something after I get through this part that just shows you again why I said this dude does nothing but kiss Trump's butt all day, every single day. And I think this one might be at its peak for him. He says, I was asked to stop impersonating her out of respect for her, but I'm a comedian, so I won't stop. Again, he keeps calling himself a comedian, but the thing is, no one knows him for any type of stand-up that he does. And every time he does do stand-up, it's flat and it's dry. It's very bland. The last time I talked about him, I believe I was talking about how many people did not like his stand-up. Even when he was when he was on a show with somebody else, people still didn't like what he did. And he keeps trying, and I've shown clips of his stand-up. I wouldn't pay in dust to go see him do anything. So I don't know why he keeps calling himself a comedian. Then he says she also has to earn respect. He says, she said, I don't work for no Trump. I ain't got to do nothing. He be saying, girl, just stop. And the crazy part about it is with him imitating her, or he's trying to imitate her voice, that's how he actually sounds. So there's really no extra effort as far as tonality goes when he's talking or trying to imitate her. There's really no extra that he has to do because that's how he sounds. Anybody who has heard him talk outside of the drag that he puts on knows his voice, his speaking voice, is not that far off from what he's trying to do in this video. But this is where I really believe that this is becoming almost like it's becoming more psychologically diabolical, because in this tweet that he followed up with after he posted the first tweet that I just showed you in the video that y'all heard at the beginning, he posted this tweet right underneath the video. Jasmine Crockett, please unblock me. Send this to her. So basically you're doing this to grab the attention of this woman who probably doesn't know you from a can of paint. And you're doing this basically to troll her. And the thing is, if he had not posted this, it wouldn't have triggered in my head that he's done this before, not just on the thing of imitating her in these videos, but he's posted follow-up tweets like this where he's trying to tell people or trying to get people to tell her to unblock him so he can basically troll her. So Terrence, what you're telling me is you have nothing to do all day but sit on Twitter and kiss Trump's ass and get on here and imitate Jasmine Crockett just to troll her. Because I want y'all to also know this, he hasn't been talking about his little so-called business lately, because he knows that thing is dead in the water and has been for a couple of, probably since its inception. He has to have known that. So what does he do? Get on here, post a bunch of tweets about Trump, and get on here and imitate black women and claim that he's a stand-up comedian all day. That's literally all he does. Really, all he ever does. Again, he posted this because he wants to antagonize and troll this woman, as if she will give him the time of day, or in hopes that she does finally say something back to him so he can have something to go off of, so he can have content. I wish, you know what? I can't say that. I cannot sit here and say that I wish I was that miserable. There's no way that I would want to be as miserable as this dude every single day. It's no way. I have other things to do with my time besides get on Twitter, buy a check mark, and then just troll for 20 pieces of silver, and then to cater to a group that hates my guts. But that's what he does, and he's proud to do it. And you better not tell him that he's wrong, because then his so-called mob will come after you, at least in his echo chamber, probably not anywhere else. Now, remember what I said about retrieving the tweets that he posted about Trump. Look at this right here. Now, these are two different tweets, but they're posted back to back. And if you look at the time that they were posted, like the first one was posted on October 13th at 3:55 p.m. and in all caps, he wrote, "Trump is the greatest president of our lifetime," and ended it off with a clap emoji. Then he followed it back up on the same day at 8:22 p.m., which is roughly around 5.5 hours, almost 6 hours later, with Donald J. Trump is the greatest president of our lifetime, and he copied and pasted it, 5 times. I tell y'all, and I always tell y'all that if y'all go to his page, it's literally nothing but him posting stuff like this and bashing black women or imitating Jasmine Crockett and trying to get her to unblock him so he can troll her and so she can directly see what he is saying, and then wonders why. So apparently she knows who he is because she blocked him. And I would, like I said, I don't care too much for her, but if I'm being trolled like that, I would block you too, because I see what you're trying to do. Like, literally, you have no time on your hands but to get on here and do stuff like this all day. And they wonder why, allegedly, that X is supposed to be removing their monetization program or something like that, which means there's going to be a lot of, if this does happen, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be losing that blue check, which means they also going to lose their little 20 pieces of silver. And I don't know why some of them are crashing out about it, because it's not like many of them were making much money on it anyway. But if that means that it'll cleanse this app, so be it. But that's all I have for y'all right now. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.